Dead Space 2 Zealot Difficulty Guide. Chapter 11.
Won't say. Take a drink. You didn't say it funny.
Drink taken.
That's water.
Yeah, you want a sip of that water?
Well, if you put it like that, yes.
So we got a little sloped raptor room coming up. And they're just as fast uphill as they are on level ground and downhill.
So what's the trick here?
Trick here is, well, there's two ways you could go about it. On the bottom right-hand side, there are several spears, and you can go down there and use those if you want. There's going to be a first batch of raptors before you even make your way down there, and then once you get to the bottom, there'll be a second batch. I ended up not using the spears. I don't know.
Claws.
Yeah. So, I found out a pretty cool tip from Big V, aka God Mode God, on WikiGameGuides.
All right.
He was talking about the best telekinesis weapons. So like the spears, the claws, the spikes. They make a different noise when you're holding them than like a leg would. A leg that's not pointy.
If you're like accidentally throwing something at them,
like if you pick something up and it's not making this certain noise, then it's not like gonna kill them when you shoot them with it. And it's kind of hard to describe.
But if you look for it, you're gonna hear it.
If you pick up like a claw and listen, there's like a kind of like a high-pitched, like kind of horror-y sound.
Okay.
And then if you just pick up like a limb, you'll notice that it's not there.
Or a box. Or a dead corpse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So listen for that. It's hard to describe, but once you pick up one after the other, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I can hear that. Pretty subtle, but very cool tip.
I'll check it
so
out.
Thanks for that tip. Yeah, I just recorded level 13, and that's 13 is where I was at when I found out about that tip. So there's a part of the video where I like pick one up and I'm like listening, and I pick the other one up and I'm listening. So we'll have to be quiet for that part, and I'll like turn up the volume.
Okay.
But I'd already recorded this by the time I got that tip. So, this is a tricky node here that you found.
Yeah.
You shoot that thing across the way.
Yeah, it's like one of those green boxes that's on the wall that you normally melee or whatever. I mean, you can throw a spear at it or a barrel or anything at it to break it too.
Yeah.
If you don't want to waste the one bullet. But yeah, you destroy it and then the node's there and you can grab it with TK.
Yeah, there's telekinesis. There's quite a few nodes that are like, wow, I wouldn't have found that. And there's ones you found when we were making the guide of where they are. And there's ones that I've found, and some other people who was Alchemist, I think, was contributing. Or
Human Killer.
Human Killer. Sorry, Human Killer. Oh, it was Alchemist. Fuck Human Killer. Right?
What?
I just like to say fuck Human Killer.
Oh. Okay.
He'll appreciate that. He's Canadian. He's used to getting shit on. Another node right here. Basically, I'm at the point where I'm not going to be spending any more money on nodes because there's enough nodes like that show up in the game where I can max out everything. And you can't sell nodes.
You're probably at this point where you've maxed out the important stuff for everything.
Like the damage.
Yeah, and now you're just putting it into like reload speed.
Yeah, and like the stasis duration and stasis recharge, which...
Well, I would say those are the important things.
Stasis recharge time?
Oh, recharge. Well, you said duration.
Well, I have one duration left.
Okay.
But I have like 2 recharge times left to upgrade. So, selling my junk. at the good old store.